What's going on, guys? This is Hard Chicken here, and I'm here to bring you guys my first build video since the Warlords of New York DLC, and it is a support build. You'll be healing, you'll be supplying extra weapon damage, you'll be supplying bonus armor, and you'll be supplying overcharges for everybody's skill. So first off, the specialization that I'm using is the technician specialization for the extra skill tier and the 10% skill healing. The skills that I'm using is the restore hive and the shock traps. So the shock traps is for the crowd control. The weapon I'm using is the named weapon Everlasting Gaze. It has perfect perpetuation, headshot damage, headshot grants 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. So this gun right here, it complements my shock traps really well. The other gun that I chose to use is the tactical M249 para with LMG damage to targets out of cover, and max crit chance with strained. Now you can use any weapon you want in this build. Any weapon you want, you feel comfortable with. You do not have to use Everlasting Gaze. I'm just using this, like I said, to complement my shock traps. So to keep the CC a little bit longer for that extra 50% duration. The mask I'm using is a Gila Guard 5% total armor for max armor, crit damage, headshot damage, and incoming repairs as my mod for that extra healing. Now the chest piece I decided to use was rifle damage, Overlord armaments for the extra 10% rifle damage. It has health, crit chance, and crit damage as the mod that I chose. Just to get a little bit of that damage boost. The talent that I'm using is Overwatch. After staying in cover for 10 seconds, increases you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 12%, as long as you remain in cover or in cover to cover move. So this is how you'll be supporting your team, by giving them a weapon damage boost. So staying in cover is what you want to do as a support person anyway, because if you are dead, you're not supporting, and your job is to make sure everybody is up to par pretty much. So the best way to do that is to stay in cover. So why not give them a damage boost while you're in cover? So this is why I chose Overwatch. The holster that I chose is Alps Summit Armaments for 15% repair skills. Now, this is originally a skill tier brand, but I rewrote it for armor because I wanted the extra armor for this build. And I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I feel weak if my armor is below 1 million, or if my health is below 300,000 K. So that's why I really wanted the extra armor. The backpack I'm using is an RK backpack for the 15% income repairs for the extra healing, skill tier, crit chance, weapon handling, and income repairs for the extra healing. The talent that I really don't hear people talk about, but this is a pretty good talent. Galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to an enemy grants 40% of your armor as bonus armor to allies within 20 meters of that enemy for 10 seconds. So this is what my shock traps come in at. Anytime I throw my shock traps out, and the people that get caught in my shot give us bonus armor, I'm sorry. Give us 40% of my bonus armor to the rest of the team. So now you're supporting your team not only by crowd control, but you're also giving them 40% bonus armor. So that shit comes in handy. Right, that it really does come in handy, and it helps out a lot. So that's why I chose Galvanize. Also, the way Galvanize work with the shock traps is, if you know anything about the shock traps, is that the throw range of the shock traps is not that far. And because you throw it, the range that you throw it in is so short, but it spreads out so far. So when the shock trap spread out, it's not hard to gain that 40% bonus armors within 20 meters of the target, because it's going to be spread out so far. When they get close enough, like I said, you don't throw the shock trap, you don't throw the actual shot trap far. So when they spread out kind of close to you. So anybody that gets close is pretty much gonna give you that 40% bonus armor. In case you're wondering or worried about not being able to receive the 40% bonus armor because you're not 20 meters, 20 meters from them. And also it can apply to anybody. So just say if guy number one on your team is like, if your guy if one of your friends is 20 meters away from a target but you're not, if they get shot, then my partner is going to receive that bonus armor regardless. So like, you don't have to be close by each other in order to receive that bonus armor. It don't matter, as long as somebody is within 20 meters of that, they're gonna receive that 40% bonus armor. So I just wanted to throw that out there as a side note in case you're not always going to be 20 meters. 85 to 90% of the time you're going to be within that 20 meters to receive that 40%. So it's very rare that you're not. Now the gloves I'm using, of course, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's the BTSU data gloves. Skill tier, skill haste, repair skills. The talents is transference, overclock, detonating the hive, refreshes all allies skill cooldowns, and grants them overcharge for 15 seconds. Allies receiving this effect are unable to benefit from it again for 120 seconds. This is how you support your team by granting them overcharge. So I actually use this in two different ways. So I use this anytime my hive either get low on charges, or I know maybe I'm too far away. Maybe I'm too far away from it to pick it up, and I know the duration is about to run out. I'll go ahead and just detonate it. So when I detonate it, all my everybody gets their overcharge, and I get my skills back. And if I've used if my shock trap is on cooldown, and I detonate my hive, I'm gonna get my shock trap on. I'm gonna get my shock trap back, and it's gonna be on overcharge. And everybody else's skills is gonna be on overcharge. That's one way that I use it. Another way that I use it is if I know somebody on my team has a revive hive, and I see that they've used their revive hive, and revive hives have a really long cooldown. So sometimes if I see they've used a revive hive, when it goes away, when I know that their revive hive is on cooldown, I sit my hive down and go ahead and detonate it, because once you detonate it, they'll get their revive hive back, and your charges come back like super fast. Like, your charges from your from my healer hive is gonna come back really, really fast. So I'm not really losing out on nothing by detonating it. So that's another way that I use it. So the next the knee pads that I'm using is Murakami Industries for the 20% skill duration, skill tier, health, and status effect to help complement my shock traps. So that's the build. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys try it out. I have some gameplay footage that I'm gonna add in the end to show you the build in action. You don't have to have these exact pieces. Just make sure you have, as far as at least the brand sets, have one Gila Guard, one Overlord armaments if you're using a rifle, or the brand set that matches the weapon you're using. One Alp Summit, one Murakami, one R&K, and the BTSU gloves. And make sure you have Overwatch and Galvanize as your talents. If you have all those, then you check the boxes of this build. Real quick, another way that you can run this build, which was actually the first build that I came up with when putting this together, and it involves the chest piece talent Empathic Resolve. It's an Alp Summit chest piece with skill, haste, skill damage, and skill duration as the mod. Empathic Resolve talent. Repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds. 1 to 7% if self. Effectiveness increased by your skill tier. So basically, anytime you heal your allies, they get a weapon damage boost for 20 seconds. And same to yourself. So the thing is, the reason why I chose Overwatch over Empathic Resolve now is because Empathic Resolve it's effective if it's increased by your skill tier. So regardless of regardless of what you do, it's gonna be effective by skill tier. So it's not a flat percentage of damage that you're just gonna get unless you have a certain amount of skill tiers. As opposed to Overwatch, Overwatch is just flat 12%, and all you have to do is be in cover. Simple as that. And it's a, damage increase, to you to my weapon. So and then not only that, it's the 12% to me, as opposed to a max 7% with empathic resolve. So that's why I decided to go with Overwatch over this. Now, if you don't like being in cover that much, then empathic resolve could benefit you more because you can still move around and get a weapon damage boost pretty much, as long as you're within the range of your hive. So, and then I switched to the holster with a Gila max armor, skill damage, and repair skills. And then the knee pass is the Hannah U Corporation skill haste for that 10% skill haste with 20% repair skills and health. So that's what I used in place of these three. But you still can heal. It still could benefit you. You'll have like a much better healing with your hive. You just won't be supporting that. You just won't be supporting with damage, which weapon damage. So that's really the main thing. I mean, well, you'll be supporting with weapon damage, but it won't be as much. So if you want to use empathic resolve, it's also a good alternative if you don't have an Overwatch, or vice versa. So yeah, and I still kept galvanized and used the shock traps and whatnot. So you can also run it this way as well. So yeah. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it. Check out the footage. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
I infiltrated his network. I don't think the Rikers suspect it yet, but I fucked up. I think he's onto me. I'll meet you in the cafeteria.
I can smell his bullshit from Haven. Be careful, Agent.
Human remains detected. Analyzing data. Positive identification. Theo, Mel, rogue agent, deceased.
This doesn't make any sense. We've tracked the signal from Parnell's drone, and it looks like it's coming from the tombs. Hopefully he'll still be there. At the very least, we'll be able to find some of his equipment.
I'll sit in on this one, in case you need some support. Me? I just want to see what weird shit this dude's been up to.
Any need assistance? You want out of the group. Agent down. assistance needed.
Like a challenge, right? See that button? If you push it, I'll give you a present. You like blindly following orders, don't you? You ever think for yourself?
Rogue striker drone detected.
Aw, you're no fun.
Network detected. Vital signs critical. incapacitated.
I'll kill you as many times as I have to.
An agent is no longer in your group. Another agent has joined your group.
I'll cover you.
Immediate medical assistance needed. An agent needs assistance. Serious trauma detected. Agent down.
I've been waiting to use this. I need to be alive while I reload this thing.
An agent needs assistance.
signal's getting stronger. Looks like he's in the security room at the top of the building. This must be where he keeps his research. Try to access it.
Active terminal detected. Rogue striker drone detected. Assessing security protocols.
All right, Rhodes. Show us what you got.
I'm on it, Kelso. Should have this nut cracked in no time, thanks to Isaac. You really don't deserve this kind of power. Really don't.
Scan results. Files found. 1. turrets compromised.
Apparently, he's still got a few tricks up his sleeve. We tracked his watch to the park nearby.
Agent down. Identification confirmed. Agent Theo Parnell. Error. Multiple signatures detected.
What the hell? How many of those does he have?
When you can't trust anything, shoot everything. This is right in your wheelhouse, Agent.
Rogue agent detected. Assistance needed. Vital signs critical.
some kind of wipe protocol, and it's gone. Managed to get some data off it, though. Looks like system files, mostly.